Well, show you a little bit of progress of the Biglots Dragon. I've got the fabric laid over on the wings, and what I've done here is separated the bone, took out the screws, dropped the fabric down in between the bone, and so I'll show you kind of what that looks like. Let's see where it is. I got to step way back here in order to take a video. This sucks. But there's the one wing moving, and so here's a little bit close up of how I separated the bones, drop the fabric down in there. I'll trim all of this up once I'm done. Left this exposed so I can show you how the cylinder and everything is connected. Close this down. So what I've done here is I ran a small 1/2-inch piece of PVC pipe up inside the piece up in here, and then this is, I think, a 3/4 inch or maybe an inch, and I had to heat up the end of it to go over the existing bone that was originally up in here, because I really didn't want to really mess this piece up. I try to keep all the parts all intact as much as possible. So you can see I cut out the PVC pipe so it would have a place to pivot on. Little small pneumatic cylinder. Actually, if I could have gone like 1 inch longer, I would have, but it's what I had laying around. The existing bone that went right here would not support anything here. Even this piece right here is really weak and is starting to flex some, so this is being reinforced with steel up in the inside of it. In order to try to give it a bone look, I'm going to wrap it all up in this plastic, like you'd be corpsing something, and so I'm trying to shape it a little bit, and so once it's completely done, hopefully it'll look like a bone. But I'll show you this mechanism as it's moving. Right now I'm just using a little key fob remote control relay to activate it. And so then I've just got a little bit of bone showing on the outside of it. And then the other side, like I said, drape the fabric down in between the bones. Remote. Here we go. Also, what we're working on is the head movement. So, got this thing to where it will spin back and forth. So, working on a cabling system for that. So right now, all this is just trial and error right now, just to see how things will work. So currently, I just got a little something, whatever you want to call those things, hinges wedged up in there, and then this clamp here is just meant for put on this rod. This rod here is being connected through some bicycle cabling, and so I have a pneumatic cylinder that's actually testing it right here. Sorry for the mess. So the cylinder is pulling the pneumatic, or not the pneumatic, but the pneumatic cylinder is pulling the bicycle cabling. Get that out of there. But as you can see, it will twist back and forth. And so once we get that nailed down, then we'll work on piping in the fog. So we'll cut all this stuff out, all this extra metal, and pipe the fog up into the skull. Some of the changes we'll make to the skull is definitely going to be the audio track, change out the LEDs up inside there, and that's about it that's going to happen for this year. Next year, this whole thing will be completely gutted during the winter time, so I can reinforce everything, reinforce all the legs and everything with steel. Because something I'm noticing is just with this little bit of steel that's up here right now, it's flexing the whole body. So the legs are being spread out a little bit farther than what they should. The foot down here is starting to twist a little bit. You can start seeing a little bit of stress crack, stressing up through here from it. So I mean, even though it's not a lot of weight, it's just enough to cause some problems later. So wintertime, I mean, this thing will be completely gutted and redone. But at least we'll have something for this year. And there's the wing again operating. Unfortunately, I just measured this thing and I cannot get it out my door. It's wider than what my door is, and I got too much stuff in front of my garage door to take it out the garage doorway. So I always got to keep flipping this thing around and around and around as I'm working on it. So that's about it. Sorry for such a long video, 6 minutes. So happy Halloween.